Man, it's unbelievable how a harmless kids show like My Little Pony can get into so much controversy. But not on purpose, because of crazy fans. Like a boy that wanted to live in heaven with Applejack. But hold on, because this is only the beginning. It's going to get worse. Hey beautiful people, I'm Julie, and today we're going to debate the dark side of G4. But let me warn you guys that this video is for older people, since further in the video I'll talk about some delicate sensitive topics, okay? Rainbow Factory. Starting with the safest one, if I dare to say that, Rainbow Factory is a creepypasta where Rainbow Dash uses the ponies to manufacture rainbows, unaliving them in the process. It happens that one of the victims is Scootaloo, Dash's sister-like figure, and as most of the creepypastas, this one is filled with gore and some heavy stuff. But the thing that made this fic explore was the song with the same name as its composer, Wooden Toaster, the same guy that made the song Nightmare Night popular. Pony.mov is an adult animation involving G4, filled with adult jokes and gore. I think one of the most famous videos is Apple.mov, where Applejack eats too much apples and gets sick, like if she had an OD, and also Sehd.mov, where Rainbow Dash was unalived by Fluttershy while she sang a pretty spooky and sticky song. And man, the thing got so popular that even the official Fluttershy voice actor Andrea Lipman said a lie that was in this video: "Stay out of my shed." Can you guys believe it? Rainbow Dash is an alcoholic. This idea came to light because of the episode The Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000, where Rainbow Dash was crazy to drink a famous apple cider from the apples, a thing that she asked every year to do. I know that not all cider is alcoholic, but this one screams alcohol apology, at the same time that it hides it. So much that the cups used by the ponies are the same used in medieval taverns. But Rainbow Dash isn't the only one that likes this drink, since the Pony Berry Punch is always shown drinking something that involves fruit punches and suggestive bottles. Weird Al had a child with Pinkie Pie. For those who don't know, Cheese Sandwich was inspired in a real person, Weird Al. The dude basically receives a pony sona, and it's fine until here. The thing is, when Pinkie Pie shows up with a child that she and Cheese Sandwich had, making fans ask themselves if Weird Al had intimate relations with Pinkie Pie. Man, this is a kid's show. What were those guys thinking? Come on, tell me, do you think that the fans exaggerating for saying this guy's pony sona got Pinkie Pie pregnant? Tell me in the comments. Twilight unalived in 3rd season. In my video where I talk about Skyrose, I mentioned the theory about Twilight unaliving and her physical body returning as a divine alicorn. This theory is based on that scene where the main 6 elements practically pulverize the pony. Princess Molestia. Created by John Jonsico, the character had the same appearance as Celestia, but with different hair colors. And as the name of the princess suggests, she did things to other ponies without their consent, obliging them to do you know what. The pony was popularized in Tumblr with Ask Molestia, where fans asked rough and adult things to her. Some images were quite suggestive, but not explicit. But I can't show them either way. The worst part is that there were children that saw it and didn't understand what was going on. Torture games with ponies. Sadly, you guys heard it right. There are some types of games online for browser and smartphones. I do not recommend you guys to Google them, since they're sadistic and sick and triggering to some people. But the most horrible part is to know that there are some people who created this. Too sick of a people. Cupcakes. As Rainbow Factory, Cupcakes also emerged out of creepypasta from 2011, I think. It is a fic with Pinkie Pie using Rainbow Dash as the main ingredient for her cupcake recipe. But instead of unaliving Dash once and for all, Pinkie Pie tortures her in many different ways, being worse than the creepypasta. And to make it worse, the music that they used in this sick clip is from the singer Andrew WK, who said that he liked the clip and sympathized with Pinkie Pie. And this isn't the only time that My Little fans conquered many fans in the working way. By a chance, are you one of those fans? Smile HQ, an animation so much violent than Cupcakes, and guess what? It was the same person that animated it. How wonderful, right? And again, it's about Pinkie Pie unaliving her friends in the worst way possible. Some are really disgusting, like in the Happy Tree Friends show, you know? So guys, you are warned that this kind of video aren't for watching. Sincerely, it isn't worth your time. By the way, leave a like in this video if you already knew any of these topics that I said before. But if you didn't know any of them, leave a like either way. So I'll know that you guys are liking the video, okay? Heavy fix. Creepypastas and fanfics involving G4 ponies isn't something new, like you guys saw before with Cupcakes and Rainbow Factory. But these aren't the only creepypastas that appeared in this time. Like the cough, that if I'm not mistaken was about a virus that infected all ponies, one by one. And the way that they had to find out if someone was infected was if the pony coughed, making the protagonist kinda unaliving some of their friends because they were supposedly infected. But the worst fic of all, for me, is Sweet Apple Massacre, because it involves gore, torture, basically restricted stuff. Almost at the same tune of My Little Worms, but with a heavier approach. You can see that the person that did it wanted to, not just to tell some lore involving Big Mac and the Crusaders, so don't even think about getting close to this story. Puffy Pony Grindark. Man, come on. What's about people making torture things with underrated cute ponies? And the worst thing is that people always go for the same thing, which is gore and some other crap. Sincerely, I will spare you guys from this one. My Little Pony for grown-ups. A fact about the internet is, if it's popular, there is an adult content of it, sadly. And one of these contents involving G4 exploded in 2012. And it was banned from Equestria, where a person was transformed into a pony by Trixie. And as she was meeting the ponies, the protagonist ended up doing not so much nice things with them, if you know what I'm saying. And I think you guys do. Pony Sonas. And this is the name of a character created by someone, the famous OC. And right at the beginning of G4, the first pony sonas appeared in the show, and they were from people that worked in Hasbro at the time, like the case of Holly Dash and Wildfire, which even made it into the show, making small appearance in some comics too. But the first OC that appeared in G4 was Stellar Eclipse, a pony that appeared in the episode 22 of the 4th season. This happened right after Hasbro and HDX made a collab with Make-A-Wish and creator Stellar Eclipse, which was from one of the kids from Make-A-Wish. Pretty cool, huh? The issue begins when people started to hate on the boy out of nowhere, probably because of jealousy, because he was the first one to have an OC in the show. And as it was expected, there were many people making adult content out of Stellar Eclipse. Man, imagine how the child's mind turned after this one. But don't worry, because the kid is well nowadays, and he even makes lives with his OC. By the way, do you guys want a video showing all the pony sonas of G4? Comment down below if you want to, okay? Bullying for liking My Little Pony. When the matter is My Little Pony and boys, not everyone looks at this same way. Like the case of an American boy that suffered an absurd hate simply for having a Rainbow Dash backpack. And how do you think that school sorted these things out? Expelling the boy from the school, because this instigated even more bullying. I mean, seriously? What kind of person would do that? The school just reiterated this decision 2 months after the episode, when a boy tried to unalive himself for also liking My Little Pony. The school apologized for what they did to him. At least that, am I right? This bullying thing with boys that like My Little Pony got so popular that many people started to draw the main 6 and other characters, asking for people to stop bullying, especially with bronies. But hey, did you know about this dark side of My Little Pony? Which of these facts most shocked you? And if you know any other thing that I didn't mention here, feel free to say it in the comment down below, okay? And don't forget to subscribe for more content here in the channel. Thank you so much for watching till here, and hasta la vista!